Hi, Athena.
Hi.
You forever. I'm Doriandra, and I'm the program coordinator for the Whitaker Community Councils, and I am in great service of this super cool group and all the neat stuff you guys dream of. Okay, I'm going to pass it to Claire.
Yay. Hi, everybody. Claire. I feel like I've been coming to this group on and off for a long time, but more consistent now. I'm helping WCC with social media, and I am part of the Whitaker Community Market. Ellen, it's good to see you.
We can't hear the sultry sound of your introduction, Ellen. You're muted.
I'm Ellen, and I have been involved in activism or community groups in the WIT since the 90s when there was Icky's Tea House, excuse me, and Cop Watch and all the other groups that were centralized at the place that's now the Russian church. So I am a very long time Whitaker community member. And I have had art shows at the Jawbreaker Gallery in previous decades, but most recently, until COVID, I was organizing a monthly experimental music concert over at Rooted Space. So I've been more involved in performing arts than visual arts recently.
Sweet, thanks, Ellen.
Susan. And I was on the sustainability committee of Whitaker Community Council for a couple of years. Nice. In the aughts, like 2008, 2009, 2010.
Sweet.
Okay.
Susan, I think you're.
Hi, my phone's ringing in the background. I'm not going to pick it up, but I'm an artist. I have lived in Whitaker since I think in the 90s. I don't remember the exact year. And I was on the Whitaker Community Council probably in the 90s, later in the 90s. And I'm new to being part of her art team. I've been, I have about 45 years of art making, mostly here in Eugene. And I previously have made hard copy work, like printmaking, infrared photography, that kind of thing. And before COVID, I had a business, and for a number of years, I was the gallery director at the David Joyce Gallery out at LCC. I was the exhibit designer at the Jacobs Gallery. Remember that gallery? Many years ago, and also taught gallery management at the U of O for a while. And since COVID, I have transitioned from hard copy work to all digital. I use iPad and iPhone, and I make videos. And I live in Whitaker. I think that's it. There's tons more, but that's it for now.
Thanks, Susan. And then Rupert, he's just joined us as well. He's one of the CAT members of WCAT. So please welcome your CAT friends. And then Athena, would love any info about yourself, and then feel free to ask any questions too. I don't know.
Welcome, Rupert. Welcome, Athena.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think Doriandra might be the best person to answer them. But yeah, feel free to shoot and get us started with your questions.
Hi, yeah, I'm Athena, and I feel like I know quite a few of the people in the group and had seen things that they had been posting online about the call for artists for the 2 different campaigns that you had going. And so I didn't really know what this group was exactly or what you guys were doing, and I just kept seeing more things pop up about it. And my partner and I are both photographers and videographers, and we work and do a lot of things throughout Eugene, and we do a lot of things in the Whitaker as well, and work with artists, musicians, business owners. And so, yeah, I thought it was a cool group that was happening, and we submitted something for the proposal, and I wasn't entirely sure if it went through or if there was like other specific things that were needed for it. And then when I saw this meeting was happening, I was like, maybe that's a good thing to go to, but maybe it wasn't a good thing to go to if you're going to be reviewing all of these things. So either way, I think what you're doing is very interesting, and I would love to hear more about it. And is this like a volunteer basis committee that anyone can be a part of? Because maybe I want to join it then too. Sounds cool. That's the end about me.
Cool. Yeah, Athena, we did get it. It's awesome. And we are going to review it. And yours is super unique in the media like way of doing it. So, yep, it's in the queue. And you should join. We do a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, and there's loads of paid opportunities. Susan and Travis, I don't know if y'all want to talk about your window front exhibition. But yeah, I mean, there's been lots of opportunities for artists from different mediums to get paid for their work.
And I guess too, one other thing I should say is that the business that me and my partner Stephen Weeks have, he also does graphic design and video, and we just work a lot with small businesses or when people are starting out, like in any form, not just in the arts. And so it seemed like an interesting thing to be a part of and just help other people as well. Like I'd love to help just get the word out more about what you guys were doing. And when I saw the poster that was circulating for that art submission, I was surprised that more people didn't know about, because it seemed like a really great opportunity. And that's why I was curious if this was like a newer organization or if there is just other specific things to know about or how to direct people to you, I guess. Is it like telling them to come to meetings like this that you do? Or is there a better way to have people be in touch with you for other opportunities to work and do things?
I guess I'll just say, basically anybody who comes to a meeting, you're a member. Just come to a meeting, get involved, share the the word. We do a bunch of different projects. We have a couple in the works right now. One's a public installation, reflections project, which was we obtained a grant through, I forget who, the cultural center or so we got a grant to do this really cool project, and we're almost finished with that one. We also make the art walk maps and try to have last Friday art walks, and we encourage anyone to find venues or put on art shows and get the word out there. I think what we have, do we still have money to pay artists for like music or live art?
We've just run out. So Gloria is going to be our last person for the season. We might have like $100 left, Travis. And here's the reflections project you were talking about.
You want to give her a rundown on what the premise is?
Sure. Yeah, so this is a interactive sculpture installation, Athena, and then one of the longtime WCAT members on the left there, Dane, was the build lead for the project. So he, Travis, and Josh were able to get paid for the work that they put into the project. And if you had to guess, Athena, what do you think that is? The thing that they're building?
Is it a telephone booth for?
It's exactly what it is. It's exactly that. So it's a phone booth, and when you walk up to it, it's got that kind of red telephone look to it, like you'd find it in in London. And you come up to this thing, right, and you open it up, but there's no phone in there. What you see is your own face, because there's a mirror and there's a prompt, a didactic in there that asks you to do a couple of things. And the reason that there's a mirror is because the project is called Reflections, and it's a space that's designed to promote reflecting on what the past kind of 18 months have been like, reflect on stories you might have. So we're partnering with Word Crafters, which is another nonprofit organization. And it's basically a mobile sculpture that's designed to be in different places and promote reflection and storytelling and give people an opportunity to kind of think and share. So we're going to be moving it around the Whitaker first. It's going to live at Oakshire and hang out there for a while, but it's designed to move in different neighborhoods. As you can imagine, building art during COVID is tough. We've, Travis and Josh and Susan and I have, basically built this thing through all the seasons. But yeah, we're really pumped to see this live and breathe out in the WIT pretty soon.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, you guys are doing such a good job. I guess I was really surprised to see an entity pop up that was like doing real stuff. I think people talk about doing things a lot. And then the more I was clicking around on your pages and whatnot, it looked like you guys were responsible for a lot of art happenings and different things that were popping up in the Whitaker. And yeah, thanks for letting me sit in and telling me about it. From the photo and video standpoint, we just like to be able to offer that as like a resource to come, and we like doing events and things along those lines. So knowing about when things are going up and helping get the word out. Yeah, it's my interest. So
Great.
cool.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, you should probably come back next week. I mean,
Yeah.
the meetings are public, and we're recording them and we're posting them afterwards. But I think maybe just because we're going to be reviewing submissions tonight, it might be one of those meetings where you would probably pop off, and maybe you feel free to come back in a little bit too. We're going to be talking about different projects, but yeah, maybe for this first meeting, I would say, yeah, we're just gonna go through submissions and stuff. I don't know if we're going to decide on anyone tonight. I think what we're going to go through is just decide as a group how we're going to, choose who moves forward. Last time we did something similar for the utility boxes in the Whitaker. I don't know if you've seen any of those painted by different artists. Yeah, so we're going to kind of run through the submissions. But yeah, thank you so much for submitting, and thanks so much for coming. And like Travis said, like, come on back, y'all.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
okay, so
we
it's not
would
like a
love that.
conflict of interest then, because like I really wanted to participate, and then also if this is something to join, learning more about it, I'd love to come back and be a part of other stuff in the future. So
Totally.
Definitely.
cool. Okay, well, hi, bye. Nice to meet you all. Thanks for letting me sit in, and I'll see you next time.
Great.
Bye.
Awesome.
So that's awesome. Doriandra, you want to take it away? I just gave you the ability to share a screen so you can kind of walk us through what we got.
Sure. Yeah. I think first we should think about how we want to score these, or how you folks want to vote on them. I think we may take a vote on how to vote. But what I want to do first is just run through and show you the 2 categories of all the entries.
Okay.
So, sound good? Why don't we start with just looking, and then we can vote on how we choose to proceed. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna get you folks going here. And can you see that? Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is our first campaign, the Vaccine Confidence campaign. And we're looking at a total of 11 slides. And we're going to start with Dorothy. And these weird lines at the bottom here are, if you guys can see that, it's just not part of her design. It's just translating it into the section, made that show up. Okay, you guys ready for next one?
Yep.
Okay. We have Ciara. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
We'll go next.
These are the final designs that they are submitting for the actual project, or these are just examples?
No, these are their final designs for
Cool.
the Vaccine Confidence campaign.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Indra Hunter and we're gonna move on to. Oh, I think we skipped one. Let me see if I can back. Oh, we did. We'll finish this one. This is a series. There is this one in English and then Spanish. But I'm going to go back to this one. Diana. All right, and we'll go forward then, back through these to this one. A couple of you may see resemblances of yourselves here. I think Rupert's voting for this one because Travis is in it.
Oh, shit. I was looking at Scooter down there.
There you
Oh
are.
my god.
Uh-huh.
Hilarious.
You're famous.
But where's Lefty?
That's adorable.
Mhm.
Okay, stop. We're
Okay, yeah.
supposed to- No table talk.
Right. No conferencing. Okay. All right. Ready for next slide?
Yeah.
Okay. A Spanish entry. And just to share briefly, it was interesting. I was kind of befuddled, but in the artist explanation of the art, he chose the ants there as a way to symbolize their-
Teamwork.
Yeah,
Probably.
the teamwork. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Okay. And here we go. Right, Kaylee. And so we're gonna go. Okay, I think we're stuck on something, folks. Let me see. I can, yeah, it missed one. Oh, there we go. Okay. And let me go back one. Yeah, okay. So we've got through, oh, we missed this first one. Sorry. So
We
I'm just-
have a few that have some interesting spellings.
Yep, exactly. Let me go through them again to make sure we've got all 11. I'll count them as we go. How strange, they're like getting stuck behind the Zoom bar here. Okay, that's what's happening. Sorry, folks. Okay, so now we're there. Yeah. Okay. And that's our 11 in that campaign.
Really, really awesome.
Yeah.
So many that I like.
I know.
yes, ditto.
I have to say that as part of the public art committee, we've done these things a lot of times and they take a very long time. So I would suggest in the interest, so we have like these written rubrics and
Yep.
point scoring systems and all that.
Mhm.
And without being too informal, I think we are an informal committee and we might be best served by just discussing it and seeing if we can come to a consensus on 3 that are our favorites.
Mhm.
But-
Okay.
How does
So that's my 2 cents.
Thanks, Josh. How does that sound to everyone? Travis, I saw you nodding your head. Claire, I see you nodding your head.
That's fine with me.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's fine with me too.
Sweet. Does anyone want to get us started in the discussion?
No.
How many are we hoping? What's our goal? How many?
3 out of 11.
3.
Do you want me to just cycle through them again and we'll maybe make talking points about each?
Okay, well, let me chime in. There are a few different ways we can approach it. There are differences in development and design. So there are some that are like drawing styles. There are some that are more graphic design. There are some that are a mix of both. We could choose to stick with one style of all graphic design. We could choose to support each different style and use that as a guiding principle, or we could choose to, whatever, any of the above options. Also, do we like to take in consideration other artists we've given a chance before, and then essentially throwing them out because they've had opportunities with us, or does that not factor into our considerations? These are simple things we can think about on the first steps.
Good idea.
Is this document with the entries accessible for us? Is it, or can we only see it by you going through it?
Well, we can get into the drive over here where we've got the responses. So let's see. Let me stop sharing for a second and find. I mean, that's a whole nother layer though, beyond what Josh was talking about. Do we want to get into all those questions, or should we choose first what Josh was saying, like about style? Because yeah, the rubric potential is so huge, because in the questionnaire, remember we asked them, do they live or work or own business, own property in the WIT? Then we asked their reasons for their art and what motivated them. So it's
Let me
kind of-
stop you there. You're exactly right. Let's start with those fundamental things first. Actually, do they fit the criteria? And then if we can, we would normally eliminate people by that. So it'd be like, did they submit the right things that went with the proposal, etc.
Great.
Well, you would just, that's just like yes, no question. Is there anybody who didn't qualify?
Exactly. Yeah. It can be yes, no. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that nobody or that anybody did not qualify. So,
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Good to know.
the only thing was just the difference in style.
Gotcha.
Like, can you guys see this?
No.
Is it projecting to you now?
No.
No.
I see a white page.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just a second here. I'm having a bit of technical baloney. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's jump over to this one if we can. Why don't we just start with the 20 is plenty if we can. All right. So are you guys having any trouble seeing?
Huh? No.
Okay, so can we vote on this one about appropriate style?
It's really good.
Wait, I have a quick question. Did we want to go back through the vaccine ones or start the new campaign?
Yeah,
Want to
Yeah,
go?
so Doriandra, you I don't know if you meant to put the 20 is plenty.
I did not. Thank you for that. Let me get back over to where we need to be.
It's awesome. Super excited to see those now.
It's really good. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Sorry, we have so much to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, can you see this one now?
yes,
Okay, we'll go back here.
yes.
All right, so let's go here.
Well, as a group,
Sorry, Josh, we lost you. You said as a group. Are you on the surface of Mars? Major Tom, this is ground control.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm back. I lost you somehow. Do we know as a group if we want to stick to one style or just support all three or variation?
I don't know. What do y'all think, Susan?
I don't feel, that's not how I would make a decision. It's not important to me.
It's not important to me either. Travis?
Right. I don't think so. I think just the overall composition and the way that it
Right.
reflects to
Gotcha.
Yeah.
like the confidence of the vaccine,
Yeah.
vaccine confidence, and also what fits in our neighborhood as far as
Yeah.
Gotcha.
visually. You know, I think that's what
I agree with Travis.
Yeah, me too.
that's kind of what I was seeing as we were looking through them, you know, and just like,
Perfect. So you're saying you do not want to stick to one style that is cohesive?
no, I think we should be looking at them as individual submissions
Perfect.
instead of grouping them into a certain like linear style or something.
Okay.
And I don't know if y'all have seen the chat. Claire put into the chat. I think clarity and legibility is more important than medium, and
Right.
I'd agree with Claire too.
All right.
Yeah, also because they are yard signs, so if folks are driving by, it's a sharp graphic that really runs
Right.
quickly and lets the person absorb without.
I think this first one doesn't fit any of those verbalized criteria.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't think it is either, and I think we can move this on into the not select file.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
all right.
I like this.
I like this one too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like this one as well. The one thing that I would say with this one is that Dorothy, we've funded before through the Urban Canvas program.
Right.
Uh-huh.
She did the utility box next to the Astro gas station. So I'd advance her in the conversation, but I would just keep in mind
Right.
you funded her
Well,
before.
if it comes down to, we have like a top 4 and there's 3 other people who haven't been compensated before, then out of all the images, I liked this the best personally,
Totally.
Okay.
And you know, we can always
because it's supposed to be about vaccine confidence. So the it's safe message is important, and that the bilinguality of it is so balanced over it. I
Mhm.
liked.
totally. And like the 3 is arbitrary. We could move forward 4 if we wanted to.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that based on what people have said, I think this one it totally hits
Mhm.
the informal criteria.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's go on here to,
I find this hard to read because the I starts in the top corner with the C. The I doesn't start lower down with the V.
mhm.
I think that was a really interesting choice to do it in that order. But I think if I were just driving by, that would confuse me. It would look like CINAT was one word, and then AC was the next word, and then V was the next word. If I were just driving by and didn't know what I was looking at.
I kind of agree. And I really don't think that this is like, it's very dark. It's very hard edged. Like I get a real feeling of like, you know, like it's more of a like an angry thing. Than,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the colors, but it reminds
Oh
me
no,
of
I
like
do.
guerrilla warfare, Vietnam or something.
Yeah, I mean it's good. I
Uh-huh.
like the style, I like the art style and stuff. I do think that the wordage is very confusing and not really put in a easy palatable way for your eye and your brain.
Let's put this in the no pile.
I'm fine. I
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
fine.
I would like it for myself, but not for a neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah, good point.
Mm,
I don't think that there are 2 N's in that word. I might be
No.
wrong.
I don't think so.
There are not.
Okay, so
Okay.
this one is difficult because I really like it. It
I do
speaks to me
too.
for some reason because of the yellow, but it has a legibility factor.
Right.
I agree with you, Josh.
Ian, what do you think?
Yeah, I really like it for the same reasons, like the "We Are the Cure." You know, that my eye is drawn to that. I would have liked to have the "Get Vaccinated" put closer to it. But
And
yeah,
be-
I like the
and
style. I like the message of it. It kind of has like a fable type of feel to it, you know, very playful. And then yeah, like y'all said too, the color palette is one that I think will blend really well, especially in the wintertime.
Right. I really
Um,
like this one as well.
Yeah, the one thing that gets me off is the misspelling of vaccinated, but
Right.
and then also that it's so low on there too. Like my eye's not drawn, my eye isn't drawn to that as much.
It, when I look at this and I think not I'm Ellen in WCAT, but I'm somebody random driving down a street in the Whitaker. You can see "We Are the Cure," and it looks, I mean, if I just saw this for the first time, where my eye would go is "We Are the Cure," and then beneath the word "cure," the two figures who look like they're about to fist bump. And I'd think it was about interracial friendship.
Interesting.
"We Are the Cure" is not in any way specific to COVID. There's nothing in here that if I were just passing by a sign, I would think necessarily they were talking explicitly about COVID.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but they're closer than 6 feet. They're holding
Oh
hands.
my
It looks
God.
like-
Those are good. Those are all really good points.
So I really like this one.
Hilarious. Good.
I wonder if this makes it into the selection, if we can ask the artist to just fix the spelling and see if that's possible for them to do in order for us to take this as a serious consideration. I
Right.
really like it, but the misspelling is not.
Okay, so there has also been many times where we've chosen 3 artists and we've asked the artists to come back with like reviews of it. So at that point in time, we could decide to say, hey, we want the words to be more legible, bold, or spelled correctly, etc.
Right.
That has been a thing.
Right.
Good to know.
For me, it's just the spelling error that's the only thing that's giving me a no on this one, but that's me.
Yeah,
I would have put masks on the people.
Yeah, I like Ellen's point. I don't think that it does enough to tie it to vaccine confidence. I think it's a really strong submission based on some of the messaging, but they could have, like Travis said, done a couple of things differently to make people tie it to vaccine confidence a little bit deeper. I put it in like the maybe pile, so not the no,
Yeah.
the yes.
Okay. Everybody okay with the maybe pile?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Let's move on.
I like this one. This one gives me a real like kind of 80s like Saturday morning cartoon type feel. Like that style.
Right. It sort of looks like the style of Fat Albert.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think it's playful. I think it's really, it's just kind of straight to the point.
Really good, yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
remind me of like a propaganda. It's more just a generalized statement.
I'm super nitpicking here, but I can't stand that purple border. Just throwing that out there.
It's pink to me.
It's pink, yeah, hot
It
pink.
kind of hurts my eyes to.
I don't like how
Border.
it's like a drip too. I just something about it I don't like. It's just that's just being very
It'll stand
judgmental.
out, that's for sure. Like you're not gonna miss.
Yeah, you're right.
True.
I think it would even stand out more though if the background wasn't mauve or whatever. If the background
Right.
was like a lighter color, then it would stand out
Yeah.
even more. So
Yeah.
just something about it that I don't like, but I think it's really good.
I love the figures and I love the the lettering, the sentence is extremely clear and to the point, and it interacts, I feel like it interacts with the figures very well. The
Yeah.
message is really clear, and I agree with the background and the border comment.
I think
It's,
the
it's
message,
hard.
It's kind of happy. It's like the subject, it's a hard subject, but it's delivered in a happy, upbeat way, and I like that.
Yeah, I love the lettering too. Really cute.
Claire, what were you saying?
just that I think that this message is unique. I don't think that any of the other submissions kind of have this phrasing, and I like the phrasing.
Oh yeah, good
But yeah,
point.
the border is hard for my eyes.
I'd move this to the yes pile just based on what Claire said
Yes.
alone and how they've shown, yeah, just the contrast too, and maybe this looks like it was done in a graphic program to me. I can't zoom in that much, but yeah, I think we could get nitpick if we wanted to about making the background pop, or I kind of like how arresting the border is. It's almost like you can't look away. But yeah, I feel like this is in my yes pile.
I'm good with it.
Yes,
Good.
yes, yes, yes. I like it.
Okay.
Mm.
I don't like this one. You
I don't
see
like it either.
her and
No.
Max next to each other. I'm like,
It's-
oh god.
It's not good for a community.
No.
Yeah, I
No.
mean, it's scary in itself. And to-
Yeah, yeah.
Which
It's
I get.
terrifying.
I get the duality of it, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's just too real estate sign looking.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Not happy enough.
Okay, so
Doesn't give me confidence.
these go to the no pile.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, got it.
I would have liked to see what they would have done if they chose different language, right? Because that was a really interesting design, like an industrial design choice.
Mhm.
Are we moving on?
Mm-hmm.
This one is definitely my favorite. I feel like the word vaccinate has a legibility issue. I would like if the red, yellow, and blue stripes on the bottom were one solid color. That could make it more legible. But I like it a lot.
I like a whole bunch about it. There's something about the placement of the words that it took me a while to make it read right.
Yeah, same here.
Because
Yep.
I was like, don't miss, it's like
Yep.
yeah. And I agree with the vaccinate needs to be more popped out, but I love all the figures and I love the color. I just want the words to feel like my eyes aren't crossed when I'm trying to find out what it's saying.
If this was done in a digital program, that might be an easy
Yeah.
fix, as well as the road. Make that. I would think the dark blue color would look great for vaccinate. So it's
Yeah.
the
Totally.
words
That's
are
what I
all
was
one
thinking too.
message. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the words would be, they'd go, don't miss out, like that. Like
Yeah.
they'd start
Yeah.
from the right and go to the way we know.
I would move don't to the top left, miss
Yeah.
to the middle right, and out
Yes.
to the far left.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I think this is in our yes pile. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
We can move on.
Okay. We just need some adjustments and it's there.
Mhm.
I love
Oh,
this.
I
one.
love this one too. It's so good. So cute.
Very clever.
I think it's the only one I don't have any nitpicky type qualms with.
My only nitpicky thing is the lack of capitalization, but I can get over that.
What I would say is that there's way too many words. Like I want to
Yes,
see
that is true.
I want to see more ants and less words. Like right there in the La vacuna es segura, efectiva y muy necesaria para proteger nuestras comunidades. It's like, yo, dude, like that's a lot of
Yeah.
words, man. Like just throw some more ants in there. Like You know, like todos juntos contra COVID, like this is the only one we've seen where it's just in Spanish, right? Which
Yeah.
I think is super bold and super important.
Yeah.
And like at the bottom, it's like the vaccine is safe, effective. It's like, no, dog, like you're not even talking to people who can speak English. Like just throw some more ants. And like
Yeah,
even before
really good
Doriandra,
point.
even before Doriandra was able to finish about teamwork, like Ellen got it. She was like, oh, it's about teamwork. That's why you have ants. And so I was like, that's cool. I dig it. And I like how the red is balancing the red at the bottom. So yeah, I think that this is definitely in my yes pile for sure.
Yeah.
I would change some stuff in it, but I like it.
I love that they're using insects. I just think that's so good.
I like
Maybe
this
if
one.
there were just the words segura, efectiva, and innecesaria, just that in the bottom left
Mhm.
would still have the composition balance
And more ants, for sure.
and more ants and more legible for the smaller words.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think our artists that submitted will be fine with asking for necessary shifts because these are road signs.
Mhm.
They're, you know, they're meant to be seen quickly. So, okay, so this is in our yes. Let's jump
Yes.
on
Okay.
to 11.
Mhm.
I do think the message "Don't delay, trust the FDA" is clever.
This was really an interesting point because we had some kind of help from an OHA Safe and Strong campaign group. And this was one of the main points that they found when they were canvassing in our communities was that one of the main reasons people said they wouldn't be vaccinated is because they didn't trust the government or trust research.
Right.
So this is really clever at ways into that.
I don't like the P's and the O's not having the blank space in the middle of them. That for some reason bothers me, but not enough to make it a no. Like that doesn't even really look like a P to me. It looks like a question mark. And I know these are O's because they're in those words, but an O without a hole in the middle looks weird to me.
Yeah, this one's tough. I'd say no, personally.
Yeah, I'm not. It doesn't really do anything. Like, I don't have too much positive to say about it, but also don't have too much negative to say about it either. It's just kind of like not really. You know.
It doesn't communicate to me. It might communicate to somebody else, but not to me.
Right.
Ian, what's your vote?
Oh yeah, I would say that I like Claire. I really like the tagline of the night. But it's hard for me to make it legible, and
Mhm.
so yeah, I'd put it in the no pile.
Okay. Are we
I
in
would too.
the no pile? Okay. All right. How do we feel about this one?
Okay.
The figures kind of
They
feel
all look,
scary to me.
yeah, they don't look friendly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think for me it's kind of dark, you know, very dark. I don't get with all the needles stabbing into the planet. To me, I don't. It doesn't really do much for me. They all do look pretty somber, and I don't know. That's about the only thing that I see in this one.
Those are good points. I like it for some reason. I dislike the black background intensely,
Yeah,
but I like it for some reason. I think if it had like a light blue background, it was clouds back there, it would be a totally different message. But I do agree that the faces are somber. Or that was a miss.
The
But
eye,
something about it I like.
the eyes are problematic. Is what makes the faces seem scary.
Yeah,
I mean-
the second one to the right seems super angry.
How many have we put in the yes pile so far?
We have 4 in the yes pile
Uh-huh.
and 1 in the maybe.
So we don't have any overwhelming support on this one. And we already have more yeses than we said we needed to move forward.
Agreed.
Okay. So we want to let this one go. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go to the very front here. We're going to circle back. Let me make sure I've got everything calculated. This is a no. That's a yes. This is a yes. This is a no. No. We've got a yes. A no. A no. A yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought we had a maybe on the We Are the Cure. Did we make that a no? I thought that our
Oh.
one maybe was,
Forgive me. Yep. 5 was a maybe. Yep. That's right. Okay. Thanks for catching that. And then no, yes, no. All right.
okay, great. Good work, everybody.
Mhm. Do you want to, should we take a pause?
Yeah, super good job. Well done, everyone.
What would you guys like to do next? Like finish? this
Let's keep
process?
going.
Okay, you want to go back to our votes and nail this one down?
Yeah, let's do the next one.
Next campaign or vote?
Oh, do you guys want to vote? Yeah, let's vote.
Okay, so we'll finish up the vaccine competence. So
How many are we allowed to get done? 1 or 2?
We can choose.
choosing.
We said we could
3.
choose 3.
3.
Mhm. So maybe I can get into it. Let me just kill the ones that we're not going to use really quick. And then that'll help us move through the rest better. That's it, maybe. These are no's. Sorry, guys, just one quick second. Get this out. And then this is a no. Okay.
Great.
And that's a no as well. All right, so let's start fresh. I'm just going to count the maybe into our voting sequence. What do you think?
That's
So-
fine with me.
Yeah.
We're voting between 4. And now this bar is in my way. Okay. All right, let's start from the top and let's just have some votes. So let's start here.
Can we vote for all of them or just do it? Are we limited in our votes or just?
Well, yeah, we could just all each, we want to select 3, so
Okay.
why don't we just, if anybody doesn't want to make this one of their 3, why don't you let me know?
It's not in my 3.
Okay. So Susan says no. Okay. All right, we'll move on here.
Not my 3.
Not in
my.
my 3.
Okay.
I'm voting no on this one.
Okay. And Josh?
Yeah, I think we can have a consensus on no for that one.
Okay. Well, we just let it go. All right,
Yes.
voting yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody voting no?
I might vote no.
I think I'm gonna go with a no myself.
Okay,
If we have to choose. I think we could also, right, if we, maybe something doesn't work out with someone we choose, this could be, or whichever one could be like.
Be
a
like the
backup.
backup.
Reserve, yeah. Maybe.
Reserve.
okay.
Because to be frank, I like the ants, I like Audrey's, and then Dorothy's.
Yeah, I think that's kind of our general, I feel like we're gonna go that direction here. Anybody want this one out of their queue? This one's great, okay. And-
But do we want to talk to them about changing the word placement?
Absolutely, I feel like that's entirely within the scope of reason and kindness, yes.
So just changing the word placement and making the road all blue.
Mm-hmm, yeah, I just put that in my notes, so if we choose them, then this is what we'll reach out to as a request.
Yeah, and I think it's
Okay.
fair for all three artists to be given that opportunity or whatever you want to call
Yeah, that'll get some revising.
Yeah,
it. Yep.
if anybody wants to refuse, then I guess we just move on to the next.
I'll give her a bonus point for being being a WCAT member for
Yeah.
a year. So,
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good thing we don't have to just choose one.
Right. Right.
That would be very hard.
It's so hard.
I don't know that I could do it, but I would if I had to.
And
Yeah,
he
I mean,
knows-
it gets a little heated. It comes down to like just the absolute weirdest things. Sometimes it's just nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is really clever.
The yes for me.
Yeah,
So
it's a
yes for me too.
too. I like
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
resounding, okay.
And
Then-
for this one, I'd ask for some changes too. I'd like
Okay.
to see Claire's version where you have segura, efectiva, y muy necesaria, as well as just having more ants. I'm like Christopher Walken with cowbell. I've got an itch.
You need more ants.
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys.
Okay, so stopping at necessaria. And then ants, we need some more ants. Okay. Excellent, well then, based on the no's or so we've got this as a winner. This. And this. And that's
And
our,
then the last one has reserve.
yeah, so this will be reserved, right?
Perfect.
Okay, woohoo.
You can even, you know what? I mean, this sounds kind of stupid and cheesy, but sometimes I could go back and forth, but sometimes it's nice to alert the fourth place artist and let them know, hey, you're the reserve artist. If there's one artist that doesn't want to do it, you're in. That gives them a little boost of confidence. You know, I don't know.
I agree.
I totally agree with that.
Okay,
Artist that applies and submits, you like to know where you are in the.
very true. Okay, excellent. Oh, that was fun. All right, let's move on to 20 is plenty.
Let's do it.
Okay, sorry, I gave you a sneak preview, but all right, let's start here.
Well, it's pretty awesome. I think we can say it's a go, except for that black background again.
Okay. We'll do some ruling outs. There are less of these, so this round will be easier.
Oh. Mm,
That sort of hurts my eyes, honestly.
ditto.
It's bad.
I like the colors. I like the 60s vibe, but I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's.
Uh-huh.
The background is beautiful. The way that the typeset is on top of the yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be fun for like a meme or like a Instagram post or something, but for like something more serious, like a poster,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it would print very well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to read. Okay, so
Slow the fox down.
Oh,
And
that's
really like this
cute.
one. I really like
This,
it.
this line, of course, is not part of the art. It's just transferring it into the slides, kept it.
The two legs look like they're the letter L to me. It took me a
Mhm.
while to catch that the end was down.
Mm-hmm.
You get this. Are you guys seeing this bar in the middle of everything?
Uh-uh.
No.
Okay,
No.
good, good, good. All right. So are we feeling this one?
I like this one.
I think it would be hard to read if you're driving.
Yeah,
It's clever.
I'd put it
It's
in
There's
the,
no, there's no way anybody would see the word fox on the fox if they were driving by.
no way.
So then I would just say slow the down.
I mean,
that-
honestly,
yeah.
I looked at it like once or twice and then 3 and then 4 and then finally saw the fox, and that's staring at it intently on the computer. It was hard.
Yeah,
It's there, but it's so secondary because you're drawn to his little face and
I'm sure there's better.
okay.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine, please.
Okay.
I
Hmm.
like this a lot.
Cool.
Turtle and snails, and
Slow.
Yeah,
this
I
is the
love this.
same guy. This is the same guy who had the ants, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I really like this.
Okay.
That's really visible too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. That's a sure shot there.
Heed your speed. See if it shouldn't say reduce. It should just be heed your speed, because then that would be a nice balanced rhyme.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Heed reduce doesn't make sense.
well, like if you had a period at the end of heed, that's one sentence, and then reduce your speed, like they're 2 seconds. But I
Uh-huh.
agree, take out reduce, and I think it would read better.
Yeah,
Plus it rhymes.
right, exactly. And that would stay in people's memory. If we could just
Mhm.
remove the word reduce from this would be a yes from me.
I'd put it in my no pile.
Sorry, guys, my phone died. I'm back though.
No worries.
Do you need to backtrack, Josh, or have you seen?
The last one I saw was Diana, I think, the fox, but that's okay. I'm sure you'll review them.
Okay, all right. All right.
Hmm.
That's cute, but it looks like it's about age. You know, like it's the party hat makes me think it's somebody's birthday, you know?
Hmm.
I like how visually arresting it is and how different it is from all of the other ones.
I do too.
This is the person who came today.
Oh yeah, it is.
Athena.
It's pretty
there
good,
any-
but it
I
looks
mean,
like
If
don't
I
know, it's too busy.
if I was driving through a neighborhood and I saw this sign, I would not think, oh, this relates to what I'm doing in my car right now.
Right.
Another good point. Yeah, I don't get that either.
Yeah, it's an awesome photo, but not like
I might
traffic
think it's- what-
related.
I might think, what food, is this about a food thing? That's what I think.
Yeah, where's the
Yeah,
party
where's
at?
the pizza?
Yeah, is it food? Is it a birthday party? I don't know.
It's 20.
It's really, really cool. That's
It's
yeah,
cool.
it's
It's definitely interesting. I don't think it's fitting the project.
I think it misses the mark on the point of the project. And that's kind of my opinion. It's like it just doesn't relate to vehicle speed or anything that I can tell.
Mhm. Okay, so do you guys want to put this in the no pile, or do you want to?
It's a no pile for me.
It's a no pile. Okay.
I agree with Ellen.
Yeah, I'd agree too.
Okay, I'm going to move on to this one.
I like this.
I think that's really cool.
Oh, is it the same person that did something before too?
Oh,
Uh,
Dorothy.
Mhm.
But this makes it really clear it's about the neighborhood, and it reminds you that there are bicyclists on the road.
Right?
Yes.
People walking their dogs,
It's
playing in the street,
Very sweet.
animals.
I really like this a
Nice.
lot.
That's a yes for me.
look at the
Mhm.
little mouse.
I know, I just.
It also highlights
I love the
the
mouse.
absurd number of cats in the Whitaker.
That's fair.
And rats.
That's fair.
Wait, I
Yeah,
only
and
see one
rats.
cat.
Yeah, but you know that there's more hiding away.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of good visuals, lots of alternative transport. People walking, skateboarding.
So this is everybody's definite yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think you don't need to have 20 twice. And I like you've got 20 is plenty, 20 is plenty, 20 is plenty, 20.
That's a good point.
So I would make some amendments to it because it's like
I think the reason that it's there is in case somebody doesn't see the road
yeah.
as 20.
Mm-hmm. I think that's true.
Okay.
I'd put it in my yes pile, but I'd like to see a different version of it where you take out
Wow.
the 20 and you make the text at the bottom bigger.
It's really good.
It's excellent. Fine.
so
Okay.
everybody likes it as is, but Ian wants the lower 20 out and the wording bigger.
On the
I agree
bottom.
with that.
Mhm. And Claire, you said you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so with revisions,
Mhm.
So I would say the yellow in the word is plenty is not good either. I would leave it the blue or the blue.
Yes. Yes.
I thought the yellow was to match the road to lead your eye to go from the 20 to the words. That's what I thought, but
It's a
that's
good point, but then I would move the blue to the yellow then in that case.
I'd agree with Josh then.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
I'd make all the lettering yellow.
make all the lettering yellow instead of the half.
Yeah.
Okay,
I also just want to remind everybody that we're looking at the submissions and what people have done. We can ask them to change spelling, like grammatical errors or things like that, but I think redesigning somebody else's work based on our opinion about it, I think it's good to look at when we're judging stuff, but I don't know if artists should have to redo their thing. Some of them maybe they can't, but I don't know. I just think that we're doing a lot of nitpicking on our personal opinion on someone's design and not necessarily looking at the whole submission as that submission. You guys you know what I'm saying?
mhm.
I
Yeah.
hear you, Travis, 100%.
I mean, I don't know
And I
if
can,
you guys agree or not, but I just think
I agree.
we're getting nitpicky on people's designs based on how we would do it and not looking at what we're looking at, and looking at it that way.
I think it's
completely
great
no,
as
and
is.
I completely agree. I would say a few things about it actually.
Right.
We are a group of diverse artists that come together in the name of art, so we should hold confidence in our ability to have a well-informed opinion. And then secondly, we just phrase it as a question of asking, not of demanding. So,
Right.
that's it.
Okay.
Ellen, were you also trying to share something as well?
I was just saying that I'm fine with it as is,
Okay,
but I think that I think it's reasonable for a public awareness campaign to mention to an artist what could make something even better.
Yep, that's the premise. Yep, for sure.
I agree.
okay, so
And like I
Is this the
said, we're a
last one?
committee, so
I mean,
Is Is this
We
the
have,
last
we
one?
have,
That's the last
Whatever.
one. So I'm gonna go through and remove the ones everyone has decided away.
And how many of these do we have to choose, or what's our minimum?
2.
Hmm.
So,
Can it be
This one-
3?
well, right now we have,
This one's a no. We knowed this one.
okay, that's a firm no.
yep, no.
And we knowed the fox.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we had this one as a maybe, I believe. I lost the note on that. So
We
Here
know
are-
the slug. We said no to the heed, reduce your speed.
that's the one. Thank you. Okay. So let's let that go. And now, so we're choosing between 3.
Right.
Okay, let's go back to these.
I guess one thing to point out is Dorothy and Eric were both finalists in the vaccine confidence campaign.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not sure. I don't know. It's festive.
Mhm. I missed that there's not a 20 in it.
Yeah, I noticed
No,
that
good
myself.
point.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
How many are we choosing for this one?
2.
2. We're gonna
2,
vote
okay.
now between 3. Here, we've
Okay,
got
let's, think I'm
Is
two.
the
good for no.
mention of 20 part of the requirements?
I think,
It seems like it.
I mean, that was the campaign.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It wasn't a firm qualifier, but it just makes logical sense.
It's the name, isn't it's the name of that campaign, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think the 20 is real important in it.
Yeah.
For me, the 2 that I saw in the thumbnail when they were smaller, and
Mhm.
that would be like give you kind of a distance thing. The
Mhm.
2 that have the big 20s right in the middle are
Oh,
probably
yeah,
more visible.
that looks great. to
Yeah.
see The
You know,
20.
just by looking at
Yeah,
the 3
exactly.
lined up together, like these are high visible. You could tell when you're driving by or you're like, you know,
Exactly.
walking.
They're very cohesive
Yeah.
too.
and it's really goes to like traffic
Mhm.
Okay.
visibility and awareness.
Yeah, I'm good
I
with
like
it.
they have a similarity, and as Josh was, they feel like it would be clear that it's a campaign because they have a similarity about them in
And they're
my,
both bilingual too, which
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
really
That's important.
Oh, nice.
Kind of a similar yellow color too,
Oh, yeah,
kind of goldenrod.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we have our winners then.
Okay.
That's good.
Woohoo!
Okay. And let's see now. Let's go
And
back.
then Travis Pendlebury will be reserve.
Okay, yep,
I
exactly.
like that.
Okay, let me make that note real quick. Okay, and then let's just hop back over and look at these one more time to make sure we are clear. We have a winner. We have this as our reserve,
Mm.
but our 3 winners here are get vaccinated and don't miss out. And this, I so appreciate what Travis was saying, but I feel like this is a real easy ask to just change the word
Right,
direction and to make the vaccinate down here stick out against blue.
right.
And then this is our 3rd fabulous winner. And again, we'll ask to omit the words past needed, necessaria, and give us some more of these fab ands. And I don't know, does that fall into your section,
I-
Travis, of
I've
kind
heard-
of asking too much?
I mean, I think that's the discussion that we have to have with the artist.
Okay.
I don't think needed to protect our communities is. I wouldn't change anything about this, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't either. I like it, but you know, if that's how, you know, people think that, if we could ask them to change it around a little bit, and if they're willing to do that, that's awesome.
I'm going with, I'm fine with it as is.
Okay, well, I think we accomplished a lot today, and that's really great.
Yeah.
Truly.
So
Yeah.
too,
And thanks
Fantastic.
for
So
staying-
many great entries, fantastic entries. Really, it's very, so one of the things that, are we gonna, is there any way to share, once we make our decision and, you know, go forward, is there a way to share the ones that got, that didn't get accepted? Like some way that we can share with the community the talent that was offered?
I wouldn't, but I
Oh.
would recommend, you could encourage the artists to post their own work and to
Okay.
tag us or whatever.
Okay,
And I would say on social media,
Unfortunately, you being a jury committee person, sorry, go ahead.
no, I didn't want to cut you off, Josh. I would say that on social media, we could thank all of the artists for submitting and
Right.
just have their names and say, if you want to check out any of their amazing work, go to their websites or go to their
Good
Instagram.
idea.
That way we can direct people. It's
Okay.
like, be like, hey, these are amazing artists who are in our community. Go check them out.
I agree.
good idea.
Plan, because yeah, Claire, you have all that in their
Mhm.
entry submissions is
Yeah.
to social media. That's a really nice way to wrap that up. And then, yeah, I will write to folks. Do you guys want to release like the winners, or no, we want to kind of hold that back to release the actual signs? So
Right.
do you
Yeah.
agree, or?
Yeah, I think what we ought to do is we're gonna need to get contracts for them that release that, yeah, give us the ability to use their work to make the signs. So we retain it. Susan, you mentioned it before. Could you say what you said before? You said that we retain the work to use it for our thing, but they still I can't recall what you
They
said.
retain copyright, but we can, and then they release it for us for a specific, whatever they agree to release it for.
We
Sweet.
have it in this, I think I have the document right here. It says, we have it. Yeah, sorry, I can't find it in the drive, but we have it.
There's definitely some legalese involved.
Yeah,
And I can just send a contract off to our attorneys for them to be able to change it and simplify it for this purpose. And once we get the contract signed by all of the artists, we can send it to the printer. And then once it's sent to the printer, we can, announce that we're distributing the signs and stuff. And people are going to go bananas for these things. They're just
Yeah.
we're going to run out of signs. Like people are going to go crazy for them.
mhm.
And like not just here in the WIT either. Like once the city's 20 signs are so crap in comparison to the two.
I know,
So
they're
Like,
sad.
Yeah, and
They're
like
sad.
what did we do? This took us like what, 6 months? Like yeah. So I feel like
Quick,
it's
Ian, quick question. Do we have sponsorship involved for the printing? Maybe we could get them on, get some sponsors for printing costs to put on the poster.
we've got grant funding for this, but I've got a bigger play. What I want to do is I want to hit up the city and
Word.
just like, oh, you want to do this in the future? Just go through us. We're far better at generating high quality.
Yes.
Well
That way
done,
they can
And
sir.
I know that we're talking about doing some street murals. Those 220 images would be great on the pavement, I think, as people are driving by, like get their kind of thing.
Oh,
That's-
yeah. I think both Dorothy and Eric have experience doing street murals, at least with the Springfield water
Mm,
mural project. I guess that's chalk, might be
But-
paint, but yeah, I think that their medium would transfer really well to the street. I'd
Yeah.
love to see that.
yeah.
I think
Okay.
almost every time I ride my bike down this Blair, I think, I want a big like
Me
20
too.
sign here on this.
Me too.
I wanted to say that I think everybody did a wonderful job at looking at everything and good job for us doing some cool stuff.
Kudos. Woo, cheers to us.
We got some
That was
stuff done.
awesome.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
for the
thanks
street
everyone
vote,
for spending the extra time. I know that we went over our hour, but I feel like it was time well spent. And thanks, it was just really fun too, to hear everyone's perspective.
So what else do we have on the agenda?
Oh, we've got like a bunch of stuff like, can we just do it
Not
next
over
week?
yet.
I want to go eat food. I'm so hungry.
Me too.
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet either.
Yeah, but we should talk about what worked and didn't work for Art Walk in October next week. We should talk about November Art Walk. We should talk
Okay.
about the phone booth. We should talk about the free wall.
I want to just interject and say I saw a very encouraging email in terms of free walls. That was nice.
Yeah, that was helpful. So
It felt good, at least. It's like, whoa, okay, woo. At least we know we have an ally.
yeah.
You want to share?
Emily Proudfoot she's just,
She
wants to be
always
flexible and
comes
wants to
in.
work with us. So
Nice.
hopefully it's going to work out.
Sorry, Claire, I missed what you said.
We'll get there.
Emily Proudfoot always shows up.
We're hoping. Fingers crossed. It's going to work out.
And toes and
Fingers,
other
toes.
extremities.
All
Our-
body parts, actually.
She's a good person to have on our side.
Eye of Newt.
Yeah.
What else we got working for us? Hopefully
Bolt.
lots of different entities working for us.
Yeah.
Hair of our strangers. What do you put in the witch's thing? Other eyeballs?
Eye of Newt. Yeah.
Eye of Newt. Spirit of the dead.
All right, well,
So
thanks.
the thing, we'll talk about those next Monday, the things you said.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Cheers,
Sounds
everyone.
good.
Have a good night.
Cheers.
Buddy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Hi, everybody. I